Can you believe it? Guild Wars 1 is officially on mobile. If you told me that 20 years ago, back when I was tethered to a massive CRT monitor, begging my parents not to pick up the landline while I was on a mission, that I'd be playing the exact same game on a screen that fits in my pocket, I would have told you to lay off the mind wipe juice. But here we are, it's 2026, and Guild Wars Reforged has officially landed on iOS and Android. And this isn't a spin-off, this isn't a cheap auto-playing mobile cash grab with a classic skin slapped on it. It's the literal live, shared server Guild Wars 1 running on a phone. So today we're doing two things. First, we're going on a massive trip down memory lane to look at why this game was an absolute masterpiece 20 years ago. And second, we're going to see if this mobile port is actually a miracle of cross-play engineering, or if the legendary 8 skill bar is just too much for a touchscreen to handle. So let's dive in. To understand why this mobile release is such a big deal, we have to talk about how revolutionary Guild Wars was back in 2005. Remember the MMO landscape back then? World of Warcraft was king, and everyone was trying to clone it. But ArenaNet looked at the genre and chose violence. They gave us a massive, stunning fantasy world with 0 monthly subscription fees. For a teenager on a budget, that was gaming salvation. And then they gave us Pre-Searing Ascalon. Oh, the emotional damage. You spent hours running around this idyllic, beautiful autumn-colored paradise, doing quests and collecting Geimer blossoms, only for the char to drop the searing on us and turn the entire tutorial zone into an apocalyptic wasteland. Shout out to the absolute legends who refused to leave and kept their perma-pre characters there for decades. But what truly made Guild Wars iconic wasn't just the world, it was the buildcraft. Unlike other MMOs where you had 4 rows of hotkeys and just spammed everything on cooldown, Guild Wars restricted you to just 8 skills, and that was it. It played less like WoW and more like a tactical trading card game. You had to invent the ultimate deck. Remember running a warrior monk secondary profession just so you could heal yourself, or the absolute high-stakes panic of being dedicated monk running an infused health build while your frontline ran face first into a mob of char? It was a game where gear stats didn't matter. Your brain did. And towns like Lion's Ark and Drockner's Forge were bustling, vibrant hubs where you'd recruit henchmen or spam local chat to find a real group before stepping out into an entirely instanced map. It was a golden era, but how does that 21-year-old PC magic translate to a glass screen? Now let's talk about the actual port. First of all, the cross progression is flawless. I logged in using my ancient ArenaNet email, even though I had to do the forget password and I even forgot my account email at the time, but luckily I recovered it, and boom. My 20-year-old characters were standing right there, exactly where I left them. You're playing on the exact same live servers as PC and Steam Deck players. And to make this work on mobile, ArenaNet completely redesigned the UI, heavily drawing inspiration from their recent Steam Deck interface. So yeah, if you've ever seen the interface on Steam Deck, it's essentially the 8 skills that are separated by the left and right triggers and are activated by the A, B, X, Y buttons. You use the left joystick to move and the right joystick to change camera angles, and then you can use the left bumpers to target and the D-pad to do miscellaneous actions such as activating the cursor. Is it hard to use? Not really, but it does take time to get used to it. Luckily, there's only an 8 skill bar, and so for casual gaming, I think it's perfect. But if you're thinking about going like hardcore PvP or any intense dungeons, then you might want to stick with the keyboard and mouse or something you're familiar with. Overall, I think it's playable and fully what I expected when I heard it's controller compatible. Now let's address the elephant in the room: mobile monetization. Usually when an old MMO goes to mobile, it gets ruined by pay-to-win mechanics. Thankfully, ArenaNet avoided that trap, but the model is a bit unique. If you're a brand new player downloading it for free, you get access to the entire original Prophecies campaign. The catch? It's ad-supported during map loading screens, and you have social restrictions like no local chat or player-to-player trading. However, if you want the classic experience, you can buy the campaigns outright. It's $6.99 each for Prophecies, Factions, and Nightfall. Buying a campaign completely removes the ads and lifts the restrictions. For veterans who already own Guild Wars Reforged on PC, you get the entire thing ad-free and unrestricted from day one without paying a single extra cent. Honestly, this is one of the most consumer-friendly mobile ports I've seen in years. So what's the final verdict? Is Guild Wars Reforged on mobile a gimmick or a legitimate way to play? Honestly, it's both. If you're trying to do high-end hard mode endgame content or highly competitive PvP, you're probably still going to want to use a mouse and keyboard. But for casual questing, managing your storage on the go, or replaying the campaigns through a wave of pure nostalgia while sitting on your couch, it is absolutely incredible. ArenaNet gave a 21-year-old masterpiece a completely new lease on life. But I want to hear from you guys. Are you going to dust off your old level 20 Elementalist, or are you starting a brand new character to experience Pre-Searing all over again on your phone? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, hit that like button, subscribe for more handheld gaming and tech reviews, and I'll see you all in Tyria. Peace.